It's not just about football.
You represent everyone that came before you and everyone that will come after you.
We're a bunch of hard-working guys. We play with a chip on our shoulders.
We're representing all the servicemen across the world.
We just love playing the game.
Midshipmen doing the school proud today, 31-17, leading San Jose State. Welcome on back to Annapolis. Thank you for making college football part of your day on CBS Sports Network. John Sadak, the College Football Hall of Famer Randy Cross. A resurgent day for Keenan Reynolds.
It really has been, and this offense has shown really two personalities. First half, big plays, big hitters, really exciting. Second half, methodical, and this drive here almost has the look of a live autopsy. They're just taking the defense apart for San Jose.
I'm not sure if I should feel more morbid or entertained. 3rd down and 2. Reynolds. He's been keeping it most of the day, and Navy gets another first down. Today's first down line brought to you by Navy Federal Credit Union.
Navy back in the red zone again. 3rd quarter red zone. That meant touchdown.
Noah Copeland in at the fullback position. Toss. Big block. Touchdown, Navy. To Brandon Sanders. Excuse me, Devon Brown on the block. And Sanders with the score.
Watch this speed play this way, and there is nothing on the outside for this defense. Excellent play call by Ivan Jasper and perfect execution. Who's going to make a tackle? Well, nobody. There's nobody inside in that defense that was able to get out. They were blocked. And on the outside, that's corners and safeties. They're not big enough to deal with that kind of football.
Austin Greavy remains perfect on his place-kicking duties. And Navy breaking away. A 12-play, 64-yard drive took nearly 5.5 minutes. And Navy gets the score on the toss. Sanders for 6. Navy up 21.
Brett Stover in New York. Texas Tech scores 51 seconds into this game, but Aaron Green and TCU, they answer. 62-yard run. Tech has added a field goal. Stay tuned. It's a shootout. 10-7 early on in that one, guys.
Well, thank you, Brent. That Big 12 has been rather topsy-turvy. I'm not sure among the Power 5 conferences if we've seen more volatility than the Big 12 in particular in the last week.
The Big 12 and the Pac-12 have both been kind of defense-optional conferences. Epitomized by that TCU-Baylor 61-58 thriller.
You blow that kind of a lead in the 4th quarter.
21 points in 11 minutes.
Meanwhile, it's a 21-point deficit 4th quarter for San Jose State. Tyler Irvin, a dynamic return man, one of 10 active in the FBS, with 4 or more touchdown returns on punt or kick from his 5. Irvin angling with blockers, a stiff arm out of bounds at around the 30. Here's how Navy extended its most recent advantage. 12 plays, 64 yards, and Brandon Sanders got it down to the ground for the TD, but Keenan Reynolds, the conductor.
Both these drives in the second half, just methodical as heck. Just going and going, not hurrying to the line, not rushing the snap. This is the kind of offense that Reynolds and company, when they run it, can just be deadly, especially when they have a lead.
Carr in motion. Play fake to Irvin. Gray finds Wilson. Ansel Wilson gets the first. Taken down by Meyer Craw around the 46.
Think about how much you've seen the ball pressed down the field. We've seen Joe Gray throwing primarily 5 to 10-yard passes most of this game, maybe 15. You play this Buddy Green defense, they don't let you throw over the top, but they aren't stretching them at all.
Ball on the deck. Gray forced to run. Does get positive yards to the clutches of Paul Quisenberry for about 1.5 yards.
You got a quarterback, he's looking at the coverage, he's looking at the defenses, and suddenly it's a bad snap at his feet. It's a heck of an effort to recover it and actually get something positive out of it.
Second down and a short 9. Gray looking deeper to Crawley for a first down. Crawley had that crazy touchdown grab when he refused to be tackled.
Really nice job by Crawley. Very accurate by Gray. But watch Crawley concentrate, sees the boundary, gets the feet in, and rolls out of bounds. Seemed like that sideline wasn't as close as he thought it was. Otherwise, he could have cut that ball up the field.
On the ground, Irvin. Tackled on high. That's close to another first. Quincy Adams with the hit. Armed Forces Football proudly sponsored by Northrop Grumman. His Armed Forces team facing a 2nd and 1 defensively.
Don't know if it's too little, too late. This possession may do it.
Irvin hit hard, and he will not get it. Loses about 1/2 yard. Let's go check in with Brett Stover in New York for an update.
Over on CBS, opening drive for Mississippi State. Dak Prescott goes 5 for 5. Josh Robinson pays it off with a touchdown. They lead Kentucky 7-0. Back out to John, Randy, and Sheep.
Thank you, Brent. #1 team in all the land.
Yeah, I agree with Christian Foyer. Dak Prescott's the guy to beat right now in that Heisman Trophy race.
False start here on a 3rd and 1. Could be costly for the Spartans.
Part of the snap. False start offense, number 75. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Nate Velichko. Remember, each guard, including Velichko on the right side, are redshirt freshmen.
And this is the point of the field, you know, for Coach Carragher. You don't want to help them stop you. You've moved the ball very effectively down the field. You need a touchdown in this possession, preferably a quick touchdown.
6 for 11 on 3rd down today. Nothing. Gray on the keeper. Tyler Goebel was in there for contact. Buddy Green getting a stop.
A little bit of confusion. The ball gets pulled. Once that ball is pulled out and Gray's got it, it's like bees on honey, the defense all over him.
4th down, no choice with the deficit in time. Here comes the pressure. Crawley's got the ball, and Crawley's got the first down as they convert. Quazell Bertrand with the tackle.
There's a nice job of converting that ball from a snap to a pass. Get the snap, get it in your hands, zip, get it out, get it into a little slant pass right in the middle. Remember, that's the play earlier in the game. Gray threw behind Crawley. Crawley couldn't catch it. Put it out in front and was able to run with it.
1st and 10. Crawley now on the sideline. Looking left side. Gray rolling. Gray incomplete. Closest target, Andrew Vollert, the tight end. A.K. Akunku giving some pressure in that backfield.
Yeah, Buddy Green's defense has done a nice job of rotating pressure. It's been a pretty consistent group from the standpoint of they've used 7 or 8, and they're just spinning them through.
Second down and 10. Quick hitter inside of the 10. Tyler Winston, we haven't seen him a whole lot. He's their top receiver by a lot in receptions.
And that's the kind of play you want to get your top receiver. There's an example of a little bubble underneath screen with all the blocking that's happened in front of it and cuts underneath, takes advantage of some blocking by the offensive lineman. Third and short. This is 2-down territory. You don't want a field goal here.
Crawley in motion. Irvin, a soft counter to the 6. Chris Johnson with the tackle.
That'll set up a 1st and goal. And we've seen Crawley, but the other receivers have had it too. If you spread this Navy defense out horizontally around the side to side, make him defend the whole field, the slants are there, especially down here in these short areas.
They're going big, though, bringing on Shane Smith and Chris Dadson. A hybrid tight end H-back like personnel. And it looks like we'll get a timeout from the Spartans. So San Jose State calls timeout with 9:04 to go in the 4th quarter. Buddy Green's defense has not yet broken on this drive. 38-17.
Brent Stover in New York. Kentucky is dangerous. Patrick Toews and DeMarco Robinson. Look at the move he puts on the defender. 67 yards. Hey, Bulldogs and Wildcats 7-all over on CBS. Back out to Randy Cross, John Sadak, and Sheehan Stanwick Birch.
Well, thank you, Brent. Two teams that have been in the same conference together since 1895.
How about that series? Who'd have guessed that Kentucky leads a series 21-20 between them and Mississippi State?
There were some down years for Mississippi State. Yes. Could you have forecasted? You knew Ole Miss and Mississippi State would be good.
No one outside of that state saw this coming. Not this good, not number 1. And how Mississippi State handles being number 1 is probably the story of that game going on right now.
Story here. Will San Jose pay off this drive with a score? It's 1st and goal after a Spartans called timeout. On the ground. And nothing for Irvin, thanks to Tyler Goebel, who's been in on many of the tackles in the last 10 minutes of game time.
Yeah, head coach Ron Carragher called that last timeout for San Jose State. He came off the sideline pretty hot about his guys not lining right up. Well, they got their formation, they got their play, and Navy read it just perfectly.
2nd and goal. Gray on the roll to the corner. Incomplete. Looking for Tyler Winston.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of a play that really was. There were only two receivers on the formation, both to the right side. But look to the pylon where the flag is. He had an open receiver. The receiver is there. He just overthrew it wide and high.
So 3rd and goal. They've already converted on 4th down to get to this point on the drive.
They get two plays here. They're not kicking a field goal.
Bit of a low snap. Gray wide open, end zone touchdown. Hansel Wilson, his 3rd touchdown catch of the year.
Yeah, excellent job. They've got 4 receivers on this play, 3 right in the same area. When you see the ball caught, look, receiver to the right, receiver in the middle, another receiver over to the left. And the receiver in the middle was wide open. Good design.
Austin Lopez, the point after. Out of the hold of Daniel Bradbury. That's good. 38-24. Took some time, but San Jose State gets another score. 4th quarter action. Wilson from Gray. (38-24). Navy leads San Jose State. It's homecoming in Annapolis. Keenan Reynolds, last couple of games against San Jose State, those are season-long numbers for many quarterbacks.
That's not a bad weekend. You split it up into 2 days. Yeah, that's it's pretty good stuff. And what he needs right here, more methodical. They need more Keenan Reynolds. Like Mississippi State needs that cowbell, they need more Keenan Reynolds.
Put the pants on one leg at a time?
No, I don't care. You can pour him on. He needs to run in.
San Jose State setting up for an onside try. This is the first attempt of the season onside for San Jose State. Navy's dealt with it once. It was not successful. This one goes to Calvin Cass. Did not go the requisite 10 yards either. And Navy's got the ball.
I'm not sure. When you're going against an offense, you really haven't stopped. That may come across as being a tad desperate, but if you kick it to them, they're probably going to hold it for 6 minutes.
And they only have one timeout left as well, do the Spartans.
Yep.
Today's first down line brought to you by Navy Federal Credit Union. First down on the San Jose State side of the 50.
Yeah, whether you're on their 45 or your 10, you need to be methodical here. Run your offense, get it in chunks, hold on to the ball.
Reynolds keeps inside of the 40, and Navy now over 400 on the ground today. Vince Buhajor on the tackle. Boy. Here are the numbers for Navy.
Dial them up.
403.
If you had 403, you're a winner. The only thing I'd be concerned of there, you saw at the end of that play, Reynolds kind of ducked his head for contact. He's got to keep that head up. He's taking blows on the top of his head. That can be dangerous.
Quentin Singleton now the fullback. Reynolds keeping it again. Nearly to the first. Christian Tongo with the tackle. And more time works away for this Navy offense.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing when you get behind this team and they go into slog mode, which is basically we're going to make first downs, we're going to stay inbounds, and we're going to just devour the clock. Makes you do desperate things. You take chances, and they're smart football players. You take a chance, they'll make you pay.
Keenan Reynolds, career day rushing the football, 245 yards. The up man Swain gets the first. And let's put that in perspective, by the way. His previous career high, 240, set against San Jose State last year in triple overtime.
So in basically what amounts to be 5 quarters, time-wise.
Here we are with 6.5 still to go in the fourth. Reynolds closing in on 250. How many teams average 250 yards rushing a game?
In major college football, probably about 15, 20.
Swain to the 23-yard line. Morris McKnight with the tackle.
You see a big ball of bodies in the middle. Perfect time to give the ball to the fullback. It's that big ball of bodies, mainly guys in white jerseys. There's no one there to really challenge Swain. All right, spin it. Spin it. What do you got?
I feel like I'm on a game show. 419.
It's Friday night. The lottery numbers are coming up.
You're not going to leave if you win, are you? Reynolds. Not much there, but he still gets enough push that with this spot, it looks like he has a first down.
And look at just the mental side of that. Could he have pitched that ball to the outside? Probably, and gotten easily the first down. But then also you threatened to take the ball out of bounds. And Kenny Montalolo and his offensive staff have drilled into these players' heads how to play the ball smart and how to play option football when you have a lead.
Right into the gut. Quentin Singleton. Led by Faloe Pye. Remember, the Navy did not play last week. Bested a bad FCS team at VMI the week before that. A win against an FBS program, and a good one, too. A San Jose State team that could be looking at a bowl possibility.
Well, they came in with a 3-3 record, did San Jose State, and could have been a lot better. Their record could be, potentially. This is a very good win because Ron Carriger's football team is thinking bowl.
Reynolds works more time, earns his way to the 18.
And this is a situation where it's smart. You keep taking this time. Look at San Jose State. They're reacting better. They're reacting faster. They're attacking the option. Might be a little too late. But from Navy's standpoint, a field goal's just fine here. And you add that to the time, the 3 minutes plus it's already come off the clock.
Down to the fullback to the 15-yard line. Cedric Losi took down Quentin Singleton. Offense remaining out there, though. 4th and 5.
You gonna try to get him off? They're just going to run the clock down, run the time off the clock, then call a timeout, and then kick the field goal. Play clock's down to 4.
There it is. Timeout, Navy. So Navy in prime position as things stand. And odder things have happened at times, but this margin with this amount of time feels certainly very comfortable. Still to come for Navy, though. How about a trek to Landover, Maryland on CBS to face Notre Dame on November the 1st, a good Georgia Southern team that's leading the Sun Belt. South Alabama on the road, and Army-Navy.
Yeah, Georgia Southern, too, is going to be a look in the mirror. They are an excellent option football team, but they got to worry about the Fighting Irish. And after you saw what the Irish did last Saturday against Florida State, they are an all-day sucker.
Austin Greavy on for his second career field goal. Be a 32-yard try. Many of these Navy players told us they were watching that Florida State Notre Dame game.
Well, how impressive were the Irish at the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. That's what I'd be worried about if I was Navy for next week.
Now Aaron Taylor won't be upset with you. 32-yard try at a Beltran's hold. The kick good. Greavy 2 for 2. Navy's got 41 points and 427 yards rushing. A top 25 showing in program history. 41-24.
College football on CBS Sports Network is being brought to you by Nissan, premier partner of the Heisman Trophy. By Chick-fil-A. We didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. And by Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here.
Welcome on back to Annapolis. Navy with the lead over San Jose State. The most explosive day for Navy this year in points against FBS competition. The man who has stirred that drink, we take a look at our Northrop Grumman aerial performance of the game. What an effort by Keenan Reynolds.
Yeah, he's done most of it on the ground, but he's lifted this offense well off the ground with his rushing performance. Almost single-handedly gutting this defense of San Jose State. What a performance coming back from some disappointing performances earlier in the year. This will make it a lot easier to sleep tonight, and he'll be plenty tired.
Career high 251 yards rushing.
About 39 rushing attempts.
He's been wearing it today. Irvin from his own one. Fell just beyond the 20. So Reynolds, who has roared back in a sensational way, wears a well-deserved smile. You could feel the pressure that was placed upon him. There was Heisman hype entering the season.
You know, and rightfully so. This is the team I thought had a chance, and other people said had a chance to win double-digit games, could win 10 games, and had some problems. Most of their problems were self-created. Fumbling, penalties, very un-Navy-like in that regard, but they've got a chance to salvage this season and do some special things. Next week, easily the biggest challenge of the year, obviously.
That's when the Irish come calling. Joe Gray finds Carr. Aided out of bounds by Kyle Battle. And it is a significant schedule. Ohio State, Notre Dame, a Rutgers team that's been humbled lately in Big Ten play, but remember they lost their best weapon offensively here in Annapolis.
Yeah, Georgia Southern dominated FCS, always in the playoffs, constantly. Now coming into the Sun Belt and doing a heck of a job now leading that conference.
Lost late to NC State and Georgia Tech. Gray finds his tight end, Billy Freeman. Finds a first down to around the 34.
And these passes all very predictable against a Buddy Green defense. Buddy Green loves to keep everybody in front of him. His defensive backs play things. You throw short passes, he does not allow you to go deep.
Irvin. They're getting 10 yards a pop. Chris Johnson with the tackle. But this is more window dressing than anything else.
More than likely. You know, get a quick strike here. Could make a bit of a difference, but you're looking at being down by 17 points, 3 possessions in 2 minutes.
Carr out of bounds near midfield. Thanks to Ted Colburn, the sophomore out of Northport, Alabama.
And stranger things have happened, John. If one team relaxes, the team with the lead, you'd be amazed. I've seen some strange things happen with about 2 minutes to go in a football game.
They go empty. Irvin in motion. Only a 3-man rush. Gray loads up. Over the middle. Into the red zone inside of the 15. Andrew Vollard, the redshirt freshman out of San Francisco, taken down by Parrish Gaines.
Yeah, very nice job by Gray. Deep safeties. Instead of challenging the safeties, he splits the safeties. Nice, accurate throw.
Quick first down throw inside of the 10. Vollard yet again brought down by Jordan Drake. San Jose State 3 of 4 in the red zone. Of course, the miss. That was a pretty big one. Low snap. Gray on the ground. Irvin goes in standing up. 1:24 remaining. 41-30.
Now, when you get to this this onside kick that's going to come up, and this play is set up, excellent blocking up front. They did a good job. Now you think onside kick. You get the extra point done. Remember the last one that went boink, boink, and just right into the hands? That second kick, the second bounce, has got to go straight up in the air.
Snap, spot, Lopez's kick. Good. 7 plays, 79 yards, took 1 minute 42 seconds. And it's a 10-point tilt, 41-31. Football still to come all the live long on CBS Sports Network. Inside college football, followed by Temple at UCF, a huge game in the American. Last year featured a dynamic one-handed grab for a touchdown, pair of Blake Bortles' pass, and then a field goal as time expired led UCF to victory. Temple, led by Tyler Matakevich, the man whose helmet injured Keenan Reynolds' knee, remember, earlier this season, and was tops in the nation among freshmen and tackles his first year.
That guy looked like a linebacker.
As a nose for the football, each team with hands units out there currently for this onside try, the second of the day by the Spartans.
Remember, get this ball bouncing. Very important, second or third bounce straight up in the air. 1, 2, never gets a chance.
Yet again to Cass. He had the recovery on the last onside try in a similar spot.
Yeah, this is actually pretty simple stuff for Cass. He's right there. One, and never gets a chance to get back on the ground. That ball's got to go bang, bang. It's got to kick and then kick again. And you kick long enough. I've seen some of the veteran kickers. I mean, they can make that ball do some weird stuff. And they've got a lot of time to practice it.
This is what Keenan Reynolds has done against the Spartans this year and last, closing in on 500 yards.
Rushing, thank you.
Reynolds hasn't taken a knee in some time. This Navy team that exchanges a handful of handshakes at the line of scrimmage for Ken Niumatalolo. They dealt with a losing streak the program had not endured since 2011. Dropped 3 straight to Rutgers by a score. Western Kentucky 36-27. And the emotional gut-wrenching at Air Force.
They had a week off and they can rededicate themselves to finishing this season off the right way. This will bring them to 500, 4-4.
For San Jose State, Ron Carragher's team got just 6 wins last year, did not go bowling. He has set a personal benchmark, believing they need 7. They'll have a chance to do that again next week on CBS Sports Network when they host Colorado State.
Absolutely, and they just could not figure out this Rubik's Cube at times that is the triple option. I know Greg Robinson said, hey, we see a lot of stuff like this. Well, right now there's no option offense like this one.
One of the better days in the history of Navy football on the ground. And it leads to a 2-score victory. Ken Niumatalolo's midshipmen take down San Jose State. 2 coaches that respect one another quite a bit. 2 teams that share in that respect.
Both offenses, at least in the first half, moved the ball effectively. The sort of shift of Navy to the methodical mode, I think, put as much pressure on the San Jose State offense as the Navy defense did. And they seemed to be acting like they were a little more desperate because they knew they weren't going to have many possessions at this rate.
And while the line certainly does its job at creating holes, Keenan Reynolds took a lot of contact today, showed some creativity, some solid decision making, and overcame that difficult early turnover to have one of his better days of his career, and certainly perhaps the best this season, right?
Yeah, well, his first play will be something that he may talk about more than the performance, knowing him. But discounting that, it's as good as we've seen him play, easily. His best performance of the year.
A tradition after each game for the alma mater.
There's a smart quarterback down there with his tight end and lineman.
They take care of you,
the Navy
take care of them.
Blue and Gold.
The Navy blue and gold, the alma mater here at the United States Naval Academy, and sung in celebration after a victory.
And Ken Niumatalolo has to be proud of his midshipmen and really happy with the way that they handled the bye week and really have set the tone for this second 5 part of their season.
It won't get much easier next week when Notre Dame comes calling, but a chance to enjoy victory today. A smile on the face of the head man. And the player who made it all happen is downstairs with Sheehan Stanwick-Birch, quarterback Keenan Reynolds.
Thanks, John. Well, it's nice to finally see a smile on your face. You look back to your old self. How'd it feel out there getting the win in a career record-breaking day?
It was nice. Hats off to my teammates. Guys up front played hard. Guys are unselfish. B-backs got us going, and we executed. You know, had a little mishap in the first play, but after that we executed, and I'm proud of my teammates, proud of the defense. Kept those guys out. I think that's a good offense, even better defense.
You personally have had such success against this team. Why do you think that's so?
I don't know, honestly. You know, I just go out and play, take it one play at a time, and let the rest take care of itself.
Yeah, great. Thanks so much. Enjoy the win.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sheehan. An outstanding showing by one of the nation's more explosive quarterbacks. That's going to wrap things up for Randy Cross, Sheehan Stanwick-Birch, and our entire crew. I'm John Sadak. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. We'll send it now to our New York studios. It's time for Inside College Football.